My sister and I both got adopted from the same orphanage. When it was time to pick our families, she went with the Morelands in Edenorf City, super rich, powerful, basically untouchable, but their heir turned out to be a complete psycho. He made her life hell. I picked the Moss family. They weren't loaded or anything, but they were genuinely nice to me. Their youngest son ended up becoming this huge business mogul, and he married me. I was happier than I ever thought I'd be. My sister got so jealous that she strangled me to death, but when I woke up again, she'd stolen my entire life this time around. She picked the Moss family. Carmen, she said with this nasty smirk, now it's your turn to suffer. I almost laughed in her face. Did she seriously think the Moss heir was some kind of prize? I opened my eyes on the exact day Hazel and I were supposed to get adopted. I'm super obedient, and I can do any chores you need. Please pick me, Hazel was saying, acting all sweet and innocent, while clinging to Brad Moss, the youngest son. So, she'd been reborn too. Young lady, said this elegant woman, sounding confused. I thought you said you liked our family. That was Alexander Moreland's mom. The Morelands were basically Edenorf royalty, though Alexander himself wasn't around. I changed my mind, Hazel shot back, hiding behind Brad like he was her bodyguard. Is that illegal? Mrs. Moreland's face went tight. A child that fickle doesn't deserve the Moreland name. Then she looked at me, and her expression softened. You seem like a sweet girl. Come with me. We have a son at home I think you'll like. I just nodded and took her hand. Hazel's eyes lit up like she'd just won the lottery, but she had no clue. Sure, everyone was scared of Alexander and his weird personality, but I was way more terrified of Brad. That guy was cold as a snake. In my past life, I'd spent years trying to get away from him. This time, she'd basically done me the biggest favor ever. When Mrs. Moreland went outside to get the car, Hazel came up to me with this smug look. Enjoy your new life, Carmen, she whispered. This time, you're the one who's gonna suffer. I didn't even answer. Her little victory dance was pathetic. She thought she'd scored big. The joke was on her. She hadn't escaped anything. She just jumped straight into a nightmare, way worse than anything she could imagine. After I got to the Moreland place, Mrs. Moreland gave me my own suite and hired a bunch of tutors for piano, dance, and etiquette. She was nice, but straight with me. Honey, I'll be honest. I adopted you to find a match for my son. You need to work hard at this. Alexander gets back from overseas in a month. If he likes you, you're set for life. Remember, he's getting everything one day. From my past life, I knew Alexander couldn't stand Hazel, and she'd had a terrible time here. I didn't expect the cold, distant heir to like me either. I needed my own backup plan. A month later, the Morelands threw this huge party to welcome Alexander home. All the big shots in Edenorf showed up, including the Moss family since they had business connections. Across the ballroom, Hazel spotted me right away. She was wearing this white dress, trying to look all innocent, and came gliding over with a sharp smile. Have fun tonight, Carmen, she whispered. This is gonna be the most humiliating night of your life. I remembered this party from my last life. That's when she first met Alexander. He'd taken one look at her, made a disgusted face, and told her to get lost in front of everyone. She'd clung to him anyway, announcing herself as his future wife. He'd literally kicked her away. But I'd been reborn too. I knew how her story ended, and I'd already planned something different. Hazel was waiting for me to get humiliated like she did. She was in for a shock, but she was about to be disappointed. Right before Alexander was supposed to make his big entrance, I caught him in a private study. It was our first time meeting. He was way taller than me, seriously good looking, and had this cold, don't come near me vibe. Yeah, he definitely wasn't easy to approach. I handed him a document. I know you just got this new project, but you're not sure what to do with it. Here's my proposal. I guarantee it'll make money. I might have grown up in an orphanage with just a high school diploma, but I was sharp when it came to business. In my last life, Brad Moss became a tycoon because I was the brains behind everything. How'd you know about this project? He asked, flipping through the pages. In my past life, that project had been Brad's. He treated me okay back then, so I gave him the plan that sealed the deal. This time, without me helping him, it ended up with Alexander instead. I did my homework, I said with a small smile. Mr. Moreland, I can give you proposals like this all the time. One condition. In public, we act like family. In private, we live separate lives. Alexander was a businessman first. Money talked. If I could prove I was useful, he'd see my value. Just when I thought he'd agree, he raised an eyebrow. I see. You want to trade your help for protection. Then his tone changed, almost playful. But didn't my mom tell you? She didn't adopt a daughter. She was shopping for a daughter-in-law. I know. So, what's your point? I asked, confused. He smiled slightly and closed the folder. This plan is great. Once you marry me, every idea you have belongs to me anyway. Then he just turned and walked away. I stood there frozen, his words echoing in my head. What did he mean by that? Did he actually want to marry me? No way. Impossible. He just wanted a lifetime of free business plans. That had to be it. When I walked into the main hall, Mrs. Moreland immediately grabbed my arm and started introducing me to all the important people. This is my future daughter-in-law. Isn't she lovely? So sweet and well-behaved. Everyone said nice things. From across the room, I felt Hazel staring daggers at me. She was standing next to Brad, and her eyes were full of hate. She gripped her wine glass and walked over, acting all fake concerned when she spoke to Mrs. Moreland. Mrs. Moreland, Alexander just got home. Has Carmen even met him? How can you be so sure he agreed to this? She'd already made a terrible impression at the orphanage. Now, hearing her nosy question, Mrs. Moreland looked furious. How dare you? The Moreland family's business is none of yours. Who do you think you are? Brad went pale. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Moreland. Please forgive my sister. She doesn't think before she talks. But I saw it, that dark, dangerous look in his eyes. I'd seen that look so many times in my past life. It always meant something bad was about to happen. A wave of cold fear hit me. I stepped back instinctively and bumped into someone solid and warm. I turned around, startled, and found myself looking up at Alexander. His arm steadied me. Careful, he said softly. For once, his cold eyes looked warm, and his voice was gentle. Hazel, standing right in front of us, looked like she was about to lose it. She must have been freaking out, wondering why he was being so nice to me. Alexander, she blurted out, do you really like Carmen? She's just an orphan, and she's damaged. She was assaulted. The whole hall went silent. She was talking about that night at the orphanage. Some guy had snuck into my room while I was sleeping and tried to attack me. He ripped at my clothes, but I fought back. I smashed a vase over his head. After that happened, Hazel spread this awful rumor everywhere, calling me damaged goods. She'd even come to me, her eyes all triumphant. Carmen, wanna guess who sent that guy to your room? That's when it all clicked. She'd set the whole thing up. The memory made me so angry, my fists clenched. I was about to say something, but Alexander spoke first. Is that so? His voice was dangerously quiet, staring right at Hazel. She thought he was interested, so she kept going. It's true. Carmen was violated by some dirty old. She never finished. Without warning, Alexander kicked her square in the stomach. She crashed to the floor. Everyone gasped. The whole room went dead silent. Brad's face turned gray. Mr. Moreland, I'm so sorry. This is my fault. I haven't been strict enough with my sister. Alexander's voice was ice cold. If I ever hear her trash talk my fiancé again, I'll make sure she can't show her face in this city. Actually, your whole family can get out with her. I suggest you teach her some manners. Now. Brad bowed his head, panicking. Yes, sir. Right away. He walked over and slapped Hazel 3 times. Hard, back and forth. Stop. It hurts, she screamed. Mrs. Moreland's voice cut through everything, calm but firm. Let me make this crystal clear to everyone. This young woman is my daughter-in-law. Her name is Carmen Bingley. If I hear about anyone mistreating her, I'll pay it back 10 times over. Feel better now? Alexander murmured, holding me close. It's amazing, I whispered, half laughing, like years of weight just lifted off my chest. Hazel's public meltdown actually helped me. Overnight, everyone knew I was the Morelands' chosen daughter-in-law, and people started treating me with real respect. As for Hazel, Brad dragged her away looking furious and humiliated. In my past life, he'd hidden his cruel side way longer, but today's disaster forced him to show it early. I knew her nightmare was just starting, and I wondered if she'd survive it. For a while, she left me alone, which gave me time to make money and plan my escape from this situation. Being reborn taught me one thing: the only person you can really count on is yourself. I was job hunting when Alexander texted me. His message was simple: come work at my company. Starting salary, $5,000 a month plus bonuses. Perfect, exactly the high-paying job I needed. I said yes immediately. But on my way to the interview, someone put a cloth over my mouth. It smelled sweet and made me dizzy. I woke up disoriented in this disgusting public bathroom. The floor was wet and gross, and the smell was awful. Standing over me was the same guy who'd attacked me at the orphanage. His yellow teeth showed in this creepy grin. After I'm done with you, you can forget about being the Morelands' daughter-in-law. Oh, and don't worry, I already invited them to watch. I smiled coldly. Guess that vase last time didn't teach you enough. What did you say? He snarled. I pushed myself up from the nasty floor and pulled a knife from my pocket. The blade was sharp and shiny. You really think I'd fall for the same trick twice? Before he could move, I slashed the blade across my own arm. Blood started pouring out, and I smeared it all over my clothes and skin. Right on time, the door burst open. Mr. Moreland, please don't hurt Carmen. She's just lonely. That's why she's meeting a guy in a place like this. Hazel's voice died when she saw me standing there covered in blood.